You do like a gap year, or you don't like a gap year?
Yeah, I do, but not. So it looks, maybe I'm just being annoying.
I'm looking at the camera right now like... Hi guys, welcome back to the Promise Podcast. I'm your host Les, and I have a very special guest. You guys may know her as being Aimee. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I know her as Blue, and that has a story of itself. Because honestly, now it should be Pink Napoleon, right?
Duvalin.
Duvalin, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to do a set that I've been trying to do on her because this is just her personality and it is an enemy set. And even though I thought I had a like a lash set already that I had sent her, like an inspo, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't because we just spent like probably 30 minutes looking for it. So we went out by something else, and I'm gonna put can we put like maybe a screenshot of the inspo that we have? And I'm gonna wash her lashes, and we're just gonna start it with what's your pros and cons of the week?
My pros and cons?
Yeah, what do you have what was a pro and a con that you had?
So I did an event.
Blue does, what is it? PMU? Is that what it stands for? What does it stand for though?
Permanent makeup, so cosmetic tattoos.
Permanent makeup, and she is in Rockford, Illinois. She does events.
I do flash tattoo events, and I did an event, and I love doing events, but it was super windy. Everything was flying around. I got super overstimulated, and I was ready to, like, nobody's getting a tattoo today. Goodbye.
Wait, it was on Saturday?
It was on Saturday.
Did you do, because it was Pilates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it?
No, I never get to do anything.
Oh.
Like, I'm part of the events, but I don't get to do the fun activities from the events because I'm tattooing.
Have you done Pilates before?
No, I want to though.
So that was your con?
Yeah, that was the only one, the wind.
How did it go?
It went good. I did some tattoos, but it was just a little different. The wind just made everything crazy. And like I had everything set up for my first one, and like the wind just kind of blew everything. And I wasn't wearing pants. I was wearing like a little skirt. So all the ink flew on my legs, and I was like, okay. I don't know. I felt super unprepared and unprofessional. Like I was saying sorry all the time to all the girls. They were like, it's okay. But
how does that work with another garbage can. How does that work with them working out and tattooing, like the sweat and all of that? Does that affect it?
They did the first.
You're gonna feel water. Okay?
They did the first session, and it was afterwards. And then I put like the Saniderm on them, which is a plastic like film that's waterproof. So it's fine. I just have them like they just have to wash it afterwards, like after that plastic thing comes off.
And they're usually super tiny, right?
Yeah.
How long does one take you? Like one tattoo? Like from those flashcard ones?
The simple ones honestly take me like maybe 5 minutes, like super quick. It takes me longer to set up than to do it. There's other ones that have a little bit more detail on them. Maybe it takes me like 10, 15 minutes.
But usually you choose simple ones for those events for the same purpose, right? Because we have to have people coming in and out like kind of pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And you're also at the City Market.
I love the City Market.
If anybody wants to make it out to the City Market, I personally hate the City Market.
Why?
Not that was probably good for your business.
You should go. I hate it, but you should go.
I have kids, though. I have 3, and I've gone with my kids before and my husband. And it just gives... Honestly, any public setting, though, gives me anxiety. And it actually always has, but I feel like with the kids, like, even more. But I was telling, actually, my last client that I had on the podcast, I was talking to her about how I've always had anxiety about, like, going out and anything, like, plane-wise, like, or just big crowds gives me, like, someone's about to, like, shoot up the place, which is really sad. Okay.
Do you... Have you thought about getting on anxiety medication?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I have Jesus, girl. Like, I'm good.
No, I mean, it's great to have Jesus, but your brain could just be chemically imbalanced.
No, well, that's what I was telling her, though, is that after I got closer to God, that I started getting, I was able to, like, calm down a little bit and realize that it's literally all in my head. It's all the enemy, and that what I don't have anything in control in the future, and I know who holds the future type of thing. So that has been able to like help me a little bit. But when I choose to not go, like for example, I still chose to go that day to the city market. Go ahead and open. And I went because of the same reason. I'm like, I have to try it out. Like, I need to try it out. But then I went with the kids. And the kids were kind of like, for me, the kids were just like, okay, mommy, I gotta go here. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the little market things, like you can't really like look at them because you have one on your hip or the other one wanting to use the restroom or the other one asking questions, or you have people that what if like someone tries to snatch your kid? I don't know.
Well, no, that's valid.
You know what I'm saying? So I did try it. We tried it, and I was this close to not going. But actually, my husband pushed me. He was like, "No, let's just go," because I've been wanting to. Close enough. And so yeah, and then we went and we got there, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I saw it. Let's go. But you're right. Like, I know some people, it does help. And I'm not like against like doctors or hospitals or anything, but I try to do as much as possible to try like other options versus medication. We were literally just talking about this, right, Misai? For me, it takes a lot for me to go to the doctor. A lot. Like, I could be dying, but if I'm not bleeding out, I'm not going to the doctor. But I try like natural remedies, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like I have really bad headaches, and sometimes with the headaches, I'll pop 2 Tylenols, 2 like Advils, things like that. But like if I'm having like a fever or something, I try to do like oregano oil or something else in order to calm it down. It's just like even birth control. By the way, I got my tubes taken out.
Oh, I want that.
I got them taken out.
You've been supposed to send me the doctor that did it.
I did send it to you.
No, you didn't.
I promise you I did.
It's lost in my messages. Can you please resend it?
Yeah, I will.
The reason why I say it's because I started. I got on anxiety medication.
Yeah, I know. I did see that when you posted on your close friends. Did you feel like I helped you out?
Girl, I love it. I love it.
Why do you say that? What do you feel?
I feel normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what do you define as normal?
So I would get a lot of anxiety, and I was also like, I was very aware that it was, I guess I never thought about it like the way you do, where it's like the enemy, right? But I was like, it's just thoughts that I have that I can't control, and I just, need to kind of work through them, blah, blah, blah. And for the most part, I did, and I just kind of raw dog life like that.
You were able to?
Yeah, but with work and everything, like I was honestly all the time overwhelmed, and I would get triggered really fast, like me desesperaba bien rápido, and
with like any inconvenience?
Yeah, with any inconvenience, or I was constantly thinking about like with the state of the world, I was like, oh my God, this is blah, 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 blah. And then that also didn't help with like my depression, where I was like, literally, what even is the point, So, and then everything that happened like with my dad and blah, blah, blah. So I think I did go to the doctor, and I was like, hey, can I get them prescribed? And then I had them there for like a week because I didn't want to take them. I had anxiety about taking my anxiety medication, and I was like, I can do this by myself. Like, I don't need them. Like,
yeah,
I was like, I can try, what's it called? Praying, meditating, journaling, like all these things to like help process my thoughts and everything. But then I had a really bad day and arguing with my dad, and I was like super, super low, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take it. And I did. The first 2 weeks were kind of rough because I was getting like side effects. Like I got insomnia. What else did I get? Oh, but I was also super, super, super tired all the time. Like I would be driving and I would damn near fall asleep on the road, even though like I had a good night's sleep and everything. And it was just like too much stress on my body that I was constantly having.
Yeah.
But it felt, at this point, honestly, it felt normal. Like, you know, when you take like energy drinks and like you feel that rush, like a rush of anxiety, like it feels normal to me. So I don't even notice.
Medication.
Yeah, like for example, I would talk to my hairstylist. She was like, I don't take energy drinks or anything like that because I get anxiety. And I'd be like, I take them just for the taste. Like I could take 1, 2, or 3 and I don't feel it. You know what I mean? Or maybe I do and I don't notice it.
Yeah, like your body already built like some sort of...
That's just my normal state at that point, to constantly have that level of stress in my body. So after the side effects went away, which was only like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and I don't know, just like the thoughts weren't there, like the constant overthinking thoughts of like, I was also having thoughts about like my mom dying, my dad dying, like constant worried about my brother, like, you know, and it's not like normal thoughts, like, you know, I worry about it. No, like I would like think about it and think about it and think about it, and then I would get sad, you know? It's just so weird. Like I can see myself having these thoughts and I'm like, you're literally fine. Like, why are you stressing? And it just wouldn't help. And I was constantly, like I said, irritated. And there was just, and I even asked Yeli, I was like, hey, like, how am I easy to be around with? Just because normally that happens with people that are more comfortable with. And he was like, no. I was like, you can say I'm a bitch. Like, that's okay.
Oh.
And
like you were getting opinions from outside people that were around you to see how you were acting with and without them? Or without them?
Without them at first. And then I took them for a while. And then I just was going about my day like normal. Like, I don't know. It just felt like my head was quieter about everything. And then after like a month, I asked him and I was like, hey, how has it been different? And he was like, yeah, you're a lot better. Like you're better to be around with, like you're constant worrying. Cause I would tell him all the time, like, I'm worried about this. Like I'm having a bad day, just like kind of venting. And obviously like, he saw a lot more than what everybody else sees. So he was like, yeah, he had told me a while, like you need to get on anti-anxiety medication. It's going to help you. So then he was like, yeah, you just are better overall. And then recently my doctor didn't refill it in time. So I went a week without it. I was getting, they're called brain zaps, where like your serotonin levels are off again. And I felt like I was feeling a little bit dizzy, but I just started getting sad. It was my brother's birthday and I was writing him up like a birthday message. And I just wanted to cry. Like I missed him so much. And like with his accident, and then I started thinking about like the whole thing with my dad and my mom, and like those thoughts came back, and I was like, I realized how I don't have any of those thoughts anymore on a day-to-day basis, and I was like, oh shit, like now I can live like a normal life, like it just feels like better.
So it was kind of like your, okay, hot take, right? Because I also went through that, and I still do. Okay, I still go through like situations where I think have really like negative thoughts, like very negative, like to the point that you're like, why, that's so messed up. Like, how did I even just think about that? You know, like even like gruesome situations, or one that I always have those compulsive thoughts. Like, for example, going down an escalator. That's what those are called, right? When you go to the mall.
Those are oh my god, it's a different word for it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But
intrusive thoughts.
No, but the escalators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever I go up or down one, I always think of it opening up and me going in. And like basically shutting me.
Yeah.
And I always have those thoughts, and I know it's because one time when I was younger, I watched a video of a Chinese lady going through that. And it was so, dude, pobrecita, dude. Like, she had her baby. She was able to throw her baby, and somebody caught her baby.
Yeah.
But she went with it. And I think that's why I think that type of stuff. But anyway, I still have those type of thoughts. What I don't know. For example, have you ever heard of how when we're going through something and when we feel we should be feeling, like maybe that is the whole point, is to feel it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like to kind of like when we're scared to like remove a band-aid, but like you just have to like that whole thing of like removing it and it's gonna hurt and it's okay for it to hurt, but we just have to feel it in order to heal.
Right.
Before, because personally I don't know, everybody's like, I don't know, I would think that everybody wants to not have to rely on anything. I know like you personally wouldn't like decide to rely on like medication itself, but I think sometimes you have to do what you have to do, right? Like whatever works for you at the time, because there is a situation where it can get really bad and there is no way like you can control it, and it can get really, really bad where you don't want it to get that bad, But for example, for me, dude, I would have so much anxiety where I would start feeling like the whole world was going into a zombie apocalypse because of all the conspiracy theories I was engaging in. And then one time I quite literally had my first panic attack. And I remember my mom being like, yeah, déjame dormir. Dude, I went to her room. I was already out of high school and I went to her room and I could not go to sleep because my heart was beating so fast. And I told her to take me to the hospital and she told me, ya vete a dormir, no me dejas dormir. And dude, I felt like I was dying. But it was because I thought outside there was some noise and I thought there was a zombie apocalypse. Like, for real. Like, deadass, I felt like there was a whole zombie apocalypse. But, and then I started feeling like something was crawling on me. Like it was a mouse or something. It was just how, like, your mind just plays with you.
Yeah.
For me, what really helped me out was truly just giving it to God. And I know a lot of people haven't found that. And I know that a lot of people, they can take whatever works out for them. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be like medication. Sometimes it's somebody, sometimes it's, I don't know, something else.
Yeah.
But the point is that obviously we just want to have everybody do what works out for you.
Yeah.
If it works out with medication, then do the medication. But do you feel like you're okay with relying on it? Because like,
yeah, you know what,
for the rest of your life,
I saw a video.
How does that work?
I saw a video that said that, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically that, I don't want to rely on medication for the rest of my life, but I do want to live the rest of my life. So it's kind of like some people, depending on what you're on, like they're like, I felt like a zombie, like I just didn't have any feelings, I couldn't cry, I couldn't this, I couldn't that. And I'm also a person that's like, you do have to feel your feelings, like it's part of like the human experience. And also crying releases like that chemical that helps release stress. So I'm like, that's part of it, right? But at least for me, like I'm only on 10 milligrams. I'm on Lexapro and I can still feel my feelings. Like I still, like if something bad happens, like I still feel sad and I can still cry.
What's the highest?
I have no idea.
Lowest?
The lowest, I think it's 5.
Okay.
I can still.
So you're like on the second level? Or does it go by 1?
I have no idea. She just automatically prescribed 10 after talking with her. But like I can still feel my feelings. Like I don't feel numb whatsoever. It's just like I feel like I was feeling them times 10. And it's like I can process and give it to God, but I don't have to suffer to give it to God. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to fully suffer through all of my feelings. I can feel them at a normal level as opposed to the level that I was feeling it, because it was genuinely, like, at least for me, it was very crippling. Like for example, like that feeling that you felt like panicky, like that was it was very constant for me, at least, but because it was very constant, like I could still, what's it called? Like go through my day.
Because it was becoming a reality to you.
Yeah. And having a high level of stress, actually, like, you know, it's bad for your health. It's bad to constantly be in stress, constantly have anxiety. So it's very mental. Yes, of course, I gave it because, you know, I'm not super close to God, but I do believe in God and I pray and this and that. So that absolutely does help. But reality wise, like having those levels of stress constantly in my body was not helping me health wise. So now, like, you know, I still pray and I still feel my feelings and I still like cry whenever I need to or whatever, but it's not super stressful on my body. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a little help. And honestly, I was texting Ellie the other time. Well, this past time that I was like off my meds for a little bit because I was like, I could have gone through life with this little bit of help instead of suffering as much as I did or struggling as much as I did, you know? And I cried for myself. I was like, I didn't have to go through that bad through everything that I did. So
yeah, I mean, I obviously in my head, I would be it to me. It's just like I pray. What I would do is like I would pray. I don't like genuinely. I don't want any of us to go through like any type of medication that like suffers through, makes us suffer in the long run. Sort of like, what is it called? What's that? What is that needle that we get in our back for when you give labor?
Epidural?
The epidural. I did not want it. But I got it for all three of mine. All three of them. And it was kind of like I didn't want to go through the suffering, right? I just was like, if I can get this help, why not? Like, especially after like all the three.
Yeah.
But I will say I do have the consequences now of it. And something I have learned after getting closer to that is that this life low-key, it's like, for example, sometimes we have to go through the suffering in order to get the rewarding aspect of it. But sometimes people, because of pride, I think it's all about heart posture. Because of pride, they don't want to, like, say someone is like, they're going through what you're going through, right? And the medication is there and it's being offered to them. And because of pride, they say no. You know, they can do it by themselves. But unfortunately, some people don't even get to make it to be able to see the freeing aspect of getting closer to God and having that free aspect of not relying on medication because they didn't take that help.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying and I totally understand. I agree. I feel like if you have the help, take it. Like, take it. And with time, God willingly, that'll get to where we're called to be, where you won't even have to be on medication, you know?
Well, the thing is that, like, I feel like for mental health, like, especially within the Hispanic community, is very looked at as like you can do it by yourself. But it's kind of like, well, if you're a diabetic and you need medication, you can't just like, I can do it by myself. You know what I mean? And your brain is like it's part of your body. And if you do have a chemical imbalance, which is a serotonin chemical imbalance, like you can't just, I mean, your brain is very strong and you can build your own reality and all those things. But like if genuinely you do have a chemical imbalance, you just can't imagine it away. You know what I mean? Like if you were sick, if you have anemia, you can do a lot of natural remedies, which absolutely you can also do for your mental health. I tried, honestly, I didn't research too much about it. I tried microdosing on shrooms. And that did help, but honestly, I got lazy to reorder them, like just keeping reordering them. And that was it, honestly. But I think I didn't really do too much research on the natural route of it all.
Would you ever be like open to it?
No.
You like where you're at?
Yeah, I do. I mean, if I could find something that helps me the way this helps me, I absolutely would. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like this is what I needed. I don't know what the side effects on the long run are for SSRIs, but
What'd you call them?
SSRIs. So they're
that's what it's.
That's what it's called, yeah,
The
basically.
abbreviation of
it. Yeah. But girl, the way the world's going, we're probably not going to survive anyway, so. But that's what I mean. So, like, I feel like there's a different way.
You would be open to it if you ever, like, were to find it gives it the same, basically.
Yes, I would.
Relief for you.
I would.
Okay.
Because, like, for example, I'm
going on a master research.
like I'm around my mom and like I'm with her so much more often, and I can see the issues that she has mental wise, and I'm like, the only difference between me and her is that like I accept what's wrong with me because like she does have a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, but like our parents are constantly like, ponte a barrer, ponte, you know, she distracts herself with so much work, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
Right.
You just don't have time to think about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like you can still see the her little quirks and stuff like that. And unfortunately, like it does affect her health. Like I was just enferma, or she's like, this is off. Like I'm just so exhausted. And it is part of it that, you know, she works so much, but I'm like, you're also putting your body through a lot of stress and you're not addressing that. You're just ignoring it.
Yeah. Like, what is it? Sweeping it underneath the rug. I see what you're saying. I think, I just think there has to be like a fine line between like ignoring it versus like going, you know what I'm saying? Like I do, even like, we were just, actually, it is crazy that we mentioned this because Misa and I were just talking about being a hypochondriac.
What is that?
A hypochondriac? It's like when somebody overthinks like their, like say like they feel some sort of thing. Like, what is it called? Like a symptom. And then they start over analyzing it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They start going on like Google and saying like, oh, you know, I'm gonna die. Type like they go to the extreme levels, and they're always at the doctors, like any little thing. And I feel like it can be like an enfermedad to that, like that's a mental illness, like you know what I'm saying. And I think we shouldn't ignore it. I feel like there has to be like I'm not convinced that the only way is for anything. It's not just like the anxiety, like for anything. I feel like there has to be like natural ways of doing life, you know. And again, I'm not against anything medical. I mean, again, I got the epidural, like all three of them, to the point that on the third one I was like, don't even ask me, yes, I'm gonna get it.
Give that to me.
Yes. But I think it again, then it comes to like idolization. It's the heart posture. It's like, are we basing like our whole life on this? Like, you know, are we relying on it? Like, what are we really relying on? Can we live without it, type of thing? And that comes with any, like, even like with like substances or like coffee, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anything is an issue until up to you idolizing it. I think once we idolize it, I think that's when it becomes kind of like an issue. Which, I mean, that doesn't mean like, oh, you're so far from God. Like, I mean, we're all far from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us are perfect. But I feel like there is a freedom. There has to be a freedom. And I've personally, just how you found like peace and being able to like be with, take medication and you finding that like peace. For me, I did find it through getting just closer to God and realizing and giving it to Him and being in His Word. But again, that allowed me to be able to go throughout life. And everybody, it's how I always say, whatever tickles your pickle.
I'm screaming. That sounds wrong.
Honestly.
You can't say that. Imagine when your kids at school, whatever tickles your pickle. Office right now.
I mean, we're just called here to love each other and to spread God's word, not to judge each other. You know, so yeah, whatever tickles your pickle. That's gonna be the title of this episode.
Whatever tickles your pickle.
Whatever tickles your pickle. I would get flagged so fast.
You're gonna get the wrong audience.
I think we all go through anxiety. I don't think that will ever just completely go away. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just part of being a human.
Yeah.
us as humans, we don't know everything, so that naturally gives us anxiety. Don't you think? Or how do you? I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's a line where like you can have a normal amount of anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Worry. It's just worries, I
Yeah.
think. But I think it's being able to let go of things you have no control over and be like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever happens, happens. And when you can't do that, it's when like, oh,
It becomes an issue. Yeah. Where how you said like if it stops you from doing life too, like that's when you need help. You need some help. She needs some milk. No, guys, we need Jesus. We need whatever it is that you need. So what's your pro?
My pro,
Because you said your con was the windy.
the windiness of it all. What is my pro?
Honestly, though, the weather has been weird as heck. Did you see? I saw a TikTok of a guy talking about El Nino.
Yeah, that's just coming, girl.
I said, I heard about El Nino in elementary school, and I just knew that it had something to do with the weather. But
It's all the AI data centers and...
Why is it cold in June?
Because global warming.
Why is it cold in June? Like, that's crazy to me. El Nino is crazy, and why did they name it El Nino?
I know, they name it like the worst possible things ever.
There has to be a reason why.
What? Why what?
Why it's El Nino, and why is it in Spanish?
Because they hate Hispanic people. I don't know, girl.
Why? That's so weird.
Lisa, Google it right now.
Google what?
Google it. Why is it called a niño?
Why is it called El Nino? Did you know that they don't have finals anymore in high school?
Yeah, girl, I have so many clients that are teachers and I ask them like, how is it? They're like, it's so bad. They don't know anything. Like the education system is going through the trash. Like it's really, really bad. And I'm like, well.
I've always had beef with the school system.
But, you know, I've had some that like I have this one teacher, she's a high school in Harlem, high school teacher, and she's been there for years. Like she's probably like taught some of like our age, you know what I mean? Even before she was like, yeah, like you can see the difference in how everything is. Like there's no lockers, people don't carry like books anymore, but like it's a different type. It's completely different than what we went through. And she was like, and it's just the level at where all the students are at, it's not where they're supposed to be at. And then it's also like, it's also like the
but what measures
school
that?
system. Like I've also seen videos about it, like, for example, elementary kids and stuff like that, they're supposed to be at a certain level of reading and writing and what they know, and they're not. You know how they would do the tests and like, oh, you're at this level of rating, stuff like that. I think they do something similar. Well, I'm pretty sure they do, but they're just so behind. And it happened because of COVID. Like everybody was home and doing stuff online.
I think that happened after COVID. Everything, all the changes have to happen
and then
COVID.
all of this AI and chatgpt, like kids just Google the answers, you know, and they have no like, they're not able to process through a lot of problems on their own.
Dude,
mentally.
I saw this TikTok, and I don't know how accurate this is, so open up your own Bibles, because...
Open up your own Bibles.
No, deadass. Don't you ever get any information from me, because I am just flesh, and I am just dirt, just like you. But, I saw this TikTok of this pastor saying that he believes that the third Antichrist is AI. And the reason why that the reasons he was giving is that, again, open up your Bibles, I don't know how accurate this is, but he was saying that, he was saying that in the Bible, probably in Revelations, it was talking about how the third Antichrist would basically make you do things without it physically being there. And and then I guess this isn't about the Antichrist, but it kind of is, because it'll happen when the third Antichrist is here. But when Jesus comes back, it says that the whole world will see it, you know, at the same time. And like there's only been now people can see it live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like before people were like, how is everybody going to say it at the same exact time?
Right.
And now it's like, oh, with all these like streamers, imagine the streamers like recording while Jesus is like coming back. That's going to be glorious though, low-key.
You're funny. I'm gonna be like, what took you so long?
No,
Come on
that's
now.
going to be... See, and that's why I never opened up the Bible. Well, on top of like my parents, honestly, I didn't grow up with seeing my parents open up the Bible, but my abue, she was like the only fairy that I would see open up the Bible in my family. But I also was scared to see like how the world would end. I was like, I don't want to know. Like, I really didn't. But now I'm like, okay, look, I'm excited. I'm excited for Jesus.
You're funny.
Because now I know it's not just like this. It's not just this. Like, it's not just, okay, yeah, we're done here. No, like, there's more to it. But anyway, yeah. The third Antichrist
is AI. As long as people stop using AI, I see the same thing.
Do you believe the world's gonna end or just us? I think it's us.
I think it's us.
It's your question, right?
The same way, like, you know, the dinosaurs died and the planet didn't end. I think it's the same thing. We're just all gonna...
Did you know that there was dinosaurs in Noah's Ark? And it's in the Bible?
Really? I've never read the Bible, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it is. And unicorns.
Unicorns?
Dude, the word unicorn is in the Bible.
Damn.
To all my girly pops out there, unicorns did exist. I'm just kidding. I don't know how they used it, but I know the word unicorn is on there.
The word, somebody look it up.
Again, open up your Bible.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you never give me your pro.
Oh, shit. Work being great, more followers.
What do you do more of, like, at work?
Right now it's more tattoos.
Do you like it more? What do you like more?
I love both. I can't pick. I love them both.
Do you have seasons? You know how, like, for example, me, sometimes I love doing more classics versus, like, actual, like, megas. And I used to love doing megas. And now it's more, like, natural sets.
I don't know. I don't have seasons. If I just don't work, I don't get clients.
No, because, but you know what I'm saying? Like...
Oh, seasons of what I like?
Yeah, of what you enjoy.
It's because it's different. Like, brows and tattoos are completely two different things. And with brows, I always get, like, it's mainly a lot of, like, people that their brows don't grow because of hormonal issues, or they overpluck them, or, like, I've gotten people that, I had this one girl that she just shaves them off because she's going to start going through some chemotherapy. She was like, I just want to get them done to not worry about them, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, or people that have finished their chemo and, you know, whatever, they're like, I just need my brows to be back to where they were. So it's a lot of that.
Have you done the nipple ones? Like, you know how you...
I want to. I need to take a course for that. I want to. But, yeah, so I do get every now and then where it's just like normal girls that are like, I just don't like my brows, you know, which is totally fine, but it's just completely different. And then tattoos, I get tattoos that are really cool and blah, blah, but I also get a lot of meaningful tattoos where, like, you know, it's my mom's handwriting, or I'm doing this for this, or like people that, women that come, you know, like I had a miscarriage and this is a very meaningful tattoo. A lot of different, so they're all like touch my heart and I want to cry. So they're all very different, but I love them all.
I see what you're saying. How do you even get somebody's handwriting? Like, you have them write, but like, what if they passed away?
Well, they have like... Then
you don't have their handwriting, right?
No, well, they have to bring them. So like some people bring like birthday cards and they're like, I just want they have a message and they're like, I just want the I love you part. So I have to take a picture of it and like put it through like Procreate and stuff like that. But they have to bring me something, or they have something with like their signature and they're like, I want their signature.
That makes it. Sometimes I'm like very self-aware of my questions, but sometimes I'm just like, girl, I don't process anything later.
No, it's okay.
Stop reacting.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry.
I'm not hurting her, guys. Come get your lashes done. No, but that ass. Oh, you have a camera right here. Like, we could see. She has. You guys see that, right? She has glue right here.
My lash glue?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, pick that shit off.
I'm trying.
I'm sorry. So
and I washed it.
Yeah.
It's because she came in with clusters, guys.
I thought we were going to have a sit-down podcast.
She thought we were going to like sit down and be like...
And gossip and
how was your day?
Have a little drink.
Well, this is what makes it different.
And I love it, but I was just dumb. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're not dumb.
Context clues. Hello. And I just... Off topic. Whose is this?
Mine. I bought it off my family friend's daughter.
Aww.
For $5.
If you lose it, I didn't take it.
No, I'm tracking you down because I just got that yesterday. And I love her.
God said you have to give things to the lesser people, and I am that me.
Says who?
God said that.
Says who?
You have to give.
My girls got me into needles. I thought they were so dumb. Cause like, okay, all of a sudden it became like a big thing, right?
Yeah.
But then I thought about it and I'm like, wasn't our generation really into like those like fidget spinners?
The fidget spinners, those little bracelets. You remember those little bracelets that had little shapes? And do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and they were like this kind of thing. And eran delgaditos. When they were flat, they were like fucking hearts, dinosaurs. There were so many different ones, and you would put them on.
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
No,
do you, Misai?
What?
They were like little like bracelets, but they had little shapes and they were stretchy.
Oh, like they were like an animal.
Yes, see?
Yes.
See, she gets it.
I was poor, so apparently I need that.
No, poor people had them, okay? I had
Says
them.
who? I don't remember that. Comment below if you know what she's talking about. It still feels weird talking like that. Like I'm a whole YouTuber.
Comment below.
Don't forget, we didn't do that. Don't forget to subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Turn your notification.
Follow, subscribe.
like.
Silly bands.
Huh?
Silly, there you go, silly
Oh.
bands. She doesn't know what we're talking about.
I don't know what they're talking
Show her.
about.
But you're going to put a little thing on the screen so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, yeah.
There
Talking
you
about
go.
rubber bands. Did you guys ever put rubber bands on the bottom of your pants?
Yes. Yes. My mom hated it.
Man, with the rubber bands is crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah, they got me into those little, what are they called? Needle things.
Yes.
And they were so hard to find. One day she said, "You want to go needle hunting?" And I'm like, needle hunting. So then I go on Target and like see if it's in stock. She's like, "No, that's not the whole point of needle hunting, is to go look for it." And I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense. But I don't got time for that, girl."
Yeah, people
Better
go
ask
crazy
your
over
daddy.
this. Yeah.
But they have them at the mall.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get one.
Yesterday they went and they had them at the mall. And I think my sister said the big ones were like $12 and the little ones were like $5. What were we talking about? God just told me to record how I usually have my appointments with my clients. So, have you been watching the World Cup? No, right?
No.
I don't even know why I asked you that. No, that ass.
I just
Not even the Mexico one?
No, girl, I don't care about soccer.
No, I know, but like not even the Mexico one?
Mm-mm.
You're funny. Actually, that's on brand for you.
If I would have watched it where like somebody's like, let's go watch it, I would just worried about my cute outfit.
Your
Let's
outfit
go.
in the pictures.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was only one game.
You're funny.
Yeah, I was like, why is this shit still going on? They already played the game. And Yeli was like, there's multiple games. I was like, fuck. Like,
Yeah, it's like a big tournament.
yeah, I thought it was just one.
There's like...
You know what I've been seeing about that Mexico's playing against Korea and like how all
Yes.
the Koreans, that's what I've been seeing.
Dude, on TikTok, okay. On TikTok, dude, the Korean Mexican algorithm, my God, dude, they're funny as heck. Dude, I saw this guy in Guadalajara, ¿cómo se llama el Cantaritos? Güero Cantaritos, or something like that. Dude, he was doing like what are those called when you're standing upside down?
The keg stands?
Yes. Like drinking tequila off of a straw. That one was funny. And some girl said, 9 months from now, there's going to be like a whole bunch
So
of
many,
Korean, Mexican
yeah.
But I don't know if you knew this. There's a lot of Asians that live in
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, I need to get me a Korean man.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Did you see the Japanese though left? They were supposed to stay in Mexico. They were supposed to like stay there while the World Cup, and they left and went to the U.S. because the field just wasn't to their standards.
No, I didn't see that.
Which, honestly, I could have seen that coming because isn't Japan very like clean, like super clean to the point that they don't even need garbage cans in the streets? I heard that they don't have garbage cans in the streets.
I think I heard that too.
And they're like very, very clean. So, I mean, you went to Mexico recently. Dude, it's
Mexico's
dirty.
crazy, yeah.
It's dirty and it stinks sometimes. I love Mexico. I love my country, but
Yeah.
it's stinky,
yeah, I'm not
y'all.
gonna lie. Mm-hmm.
It's not. The nice places are nice, but the dirty places.
I was also seeing a lot of videos about how, the World Cup is being held in Mexico, but how like the government divided everything for the tourists. Like they would put up like the yes, and that's what I was saying about the World Cup.
Yeah. That they covered up like the more
Uglier parts and
like the more humbled homes with like big signs like saying like welcome in different languages. And then like they kind of put like green fences around more uglier sides. Yeah, I did see that. They're like, well, they could have just like fixed it up.
yeah.
But honestly, I don't think the Mexico government is balling or anything. You think they are?
Well, that's what the videos were like. The presupuesto was there to build and create all these things for tourists in the World Cup, but it wasn't there for its citizens. So I really think, government, like I just think all governments are stingy and they don't care about their people.
But isn't the presupuesto come from FIFA and not from the government?
But all those things are being done to the city. I actually don't know how that works, but so many people were talking about it, about how just even for the World Cup, like the Mexico government does not do much for their people.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. But I feel like there could never be a government that we're all going to be satisfied in, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. Sadly, it is what it is. Let's just all go to a farm on an island. That sounds very Epstein. Never mind.
A farm?
No, then I said and then an island. I was like, whoa.
We're not rich enough for that, but I would be down.
What is that noise? I don't know how to ride a bike.
You're funny. You don't know how to ride a bike?
No.
Leslie. Sorry.
Ride a bike.
Why not?
Well, okay, to be fair, my dad did teach me how to ride a bike.
Oh, wait.
What?
I got a Vespa.
You got a Vespa?
I did.
Like a Vespa?
Like little
from Luca?
Yes.
You watched the movie Luca?
No.
Oh my god,
I just
watch
said
the
yes.
movie Luca.
Oh, the kids movie with the fish. And, yes.
The sea monster. Oh my god, dude, that's what I think about when I think about a Vespa.
I got one.
Why'd you get a Vespa?
Because I wanted one.
Why did you get a Vespa?
I just got it not too long ago.
Do you use it?
I need to learn how to ride it. I'm trying.
You're funny.
And these grass prices are crazy, but I'm going to join a little bike gang and then I'm just going to be like...
With the Vespa?
Yes.
You're going to be like that one guy. Did you see that one guy on social media? He was interviewed on the news and he had a little car, like one of those cars, the little toy carts from the little kids that they get in. And then he put an actual motor on it. And he's like, because these gas prices are crazy. And he was dead ass driving it on the street. That's you.
That's me.
And I don't even know how to ride a bike. I could be saving money with that, huh?
It's scary. I did it and it felt like I was on like actual motorcycle because it goes fast and I was like, fuck.
It does go fast?
I need to get my motorcycle license.
And this is what people that don't have kids do.
Yeah.
They buy a Vespa randomly.
Yeah.
You know, when you went to Mexico, did you see a lot of people in motorcycles? Isn't that so crazy?
Girl, I rode in the back of the motorcycle with my brother. It was the worst experience of my life.
Ugh, I don't think I would ever ride a motorcycle in
No,
Mexico.
it's because they don't care about laws.
Oh, bro, they don't have any.
Yeah, and then
You're probably gonna have to lower the volume of that because I was very close to it.
And then, so I'm on the motorcycle with my brother, right? He's like going through the fucking cars like a maniac. And then, like, I hear like the police sirens, and I was like, fuck, they stopped us, right? And he's like, hold on. And I was like, what do you mean, hold on? And then he's like, starts to go faster. I'm like, just stop. And he was like, no, I don't have plates on this bike. And I was like, why would you put me in a bike where you don't have plates to? And so then I'm arguing with him, and he's arguing and yelling back at me. So then he starts yelling. So I start crying. He was like, I said, oh, fuck on, blah, blah, right? So I hold on, close my eyes, and I'm bawling, and I can feel him like, I literally thought I was gonna die, right? It was the worst. And then we stop, and he's like yelling at me, and I was like, I'm gonna take an Uber back. I'm not riding back with you. Fuck you. I was so mad. And then he was like, all they were gonna do is stop us, take the bike, and take our money. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, because they be for, like taking people's money. He was like, and you have hella dollars in your bag, like actual dollar bills. They would have taken all of that. And
why were you carrying all that?
Because I'm dumb. I don't know, bitch. Because I thought it was like the U.S. I don't know. Okay.
How many days were you in there? Like when this happened? Like how?
Oh,
yeah.
In Mexico?
Yeah.
For a month.
Yeah, but when this happened, how long were you there for?
It was fairly. I had just gotten there. Couple days.
I remember when I got there, my tia, the first time we left the house, she was like, absolutely not. Take off your ring. Take off your, like, you're not taking a purse. If you need to take something, like, put it in a book bag. And then she was like, your phone, you know how usually we put it in our back pocket? Absolutely not. Like, always have it in front of you. And I was like, oh, there's rules?
Yeah, girl.
There's rules to this. Then I'm like, oh, it makes sense why everybody's wearing a book bag.
Yeah, well, bitch, when they arrested my brother in Mexico, obviously, like, the police broke into his girlfriend's house. Tell me why they broke into her house. Like, they kicked the door down, and they took my brother out, everything. They took his girlfriend's ID, the money that she had there, and they took her computer, like her monitor. It was a Mac computer. They took that shit.
And they never give it back?
No! They took the iPad, and then they were like, well, just taking this. And I was like...
And they could have just said, oh, just for investigation, right?
No, they literally just took it. They don't care.
But they don't say just for investigation?
Who are they going to say? She was recording. They took that shit away there.
Her phone?
Uh-huh.
That's insane. That's crazy. I believe it, though. But sometimes it makes me... I hate that this is a mentality, but I'm kind of glad I was just the cops and not, like, the actual cartel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, I guess some of the cartel probably is involved with the cops, probably, most likely, huh?
Absolutely.
That sucks. That life is like that.
I know.
Would you ever go to Mexico to live there?
My automatic answer is no, because I'm so used to this, and I'm so used to the community that I've built here. And like you guys, you know what I mean? I feel like if I would live there, let's say even my mom goes over there, like I would feel homesick. Like I would just have to start all over with friendships and stuff like that. And unfortunately in Mexico, like I think it's a stereotype, maybe not. I'm pretty sure there's people that are not like that, but like they're always looking to get ahead and take advantage of. So I just don't feel that I would be able to trust anybody. Not that I'm saying that like I'm a fucking millionaire, you know what I mean? But it's just like the fact that it's very clear that I'm not from Mexico.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's just, it would be like completely changing everything, and I would get super homesick.
So are you thinking about more as in like, as an adult, like at your age right now?
Yeah.
What about like when you're older? Like a viejita? Like a viejita is crazy.
You know, and I don't see myself as a viejita.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Because I don't, like, it's not like a morbid thought, but like I don't think that far, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
You live in it day by day.
Kind of, yeah.
What are you saying?
I just don't think, honestly, I just don't think we're going to last that long.
Really?
I'm not going to lie, yeah. And I always, like, I don't know if it's bad to ask God, but like if something happens, like I really wish that I'm gone like in the first wave. Like please take me out first.
Yeah. Well, according to the Bible, it is like, I think it's the rapture. But the rapture comes in and takes the good, like the people first, the people that are saved, and then the people that are not is left behind, and then is left to like doomsday in a way, I guess.
Well, then let's say that would happen. Honestly, I would just off myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Girl, we are not putting that in.
Why not?
No, we are not calling that. We're rebuking that into.
No, because like I've talked about this. Like if something happens that's very apocalyptic, I'm sorry, you're saying, first of all, just like the funny part of it, like there's no TikTok, there's no internet, there's no TV. No, I don't want to survive in that. I don't want to play survival. I don't want to do that. And then the other part is, unfortunately, in a very apocalyptic world, there's no laws. And in this world where there's already laws, men already do horrible things to women. Can you imagine what they would do if there's literally no laws? There would be a lot of rape and a lot of this and I don't want to even put myself through that. So yes, like
situation.
Yeah, maybe I would let myself go natural causes, but otherwise I would take it into my own hands. Like I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that's what I mean.
You wouldn't go in survival mode.
No,
you wouldn't do that.
No.
But don't you think life is already like that in a way?
Yeah, but there's TikTok and there's so many There's TikTok. There's just so many comfortabilities in life. Like I love my bed. Like I love this. You know what I mean?
But only because this is our reality now.
Yes.
Because like, you know what I'm saying? Because like at people back then, when the world didn't end, that was their reality and there was no TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That was their comfort.
I guess I'm just, I just don't have that will to live. Like to struggle that bad. Like I'm already like, this world already sucks and it's crazy what happens with everything. If I would willingly choose to live like in a farm and like live that way where like, I don't know, like I'm surviving in a way, surviving mode, I guess, then maybe, yeah, as a viejita, that's what I imagine. Having my own little farm and animals and cute, but like survival way where like the government, there's no more government or like stuff like that. It's apocalyptic. No.
Well, I'm going to pray that you are taken when...
Please, thank you so much. In the first wave.
Saved, that you are saved.
Yes.
That we're all saved. Not even get ahead of ourselves with the second.
She's so funny.
Like, I'm thinking, it's so funny and crazy though how obviously you guys can see how different, I guess, like we think. But I think at the end of the day, there's like that one like thing where you can agree to disagree. And I think I always go back to that, how God sent us to just love each other and accept each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to necessarily agree with everything. You don't have to necessarily agree with everything. But I still love you. And I'm like, I'm still just going to pray for you, for your best. And I know you do the same for me.
Of course.
But, yeah, I don't want you to stay. I'd be like, Blue, come on, let's go. And she's like, no, leave me here. I'll take one for the team. And I'm like, bitch, no, let's go.
Told my mom, she was like, si algo pasa, I'm like, mami, si algo pasa, I'm not struggling. I'm so sorry. I'm not. And she's like, no digas eso. I'm like, I'm not. And I don't think she likes this, but I told her, I was like, mommy, you can't die. She was like, I'll try my best. I'm like, no, genuinely, like, if you die, I'm gonna go with you. She was like, no digas eso. I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I think about it and I'm like, I don't have kids to live for. Like, I do love my friends and everything like that. But if it's that bad, like, I really don't want to, you know?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, y tu hermano. And I'm like, he has his dad. He'll be fine. But it's just, I think, you know what it is, that struggling with a specific level of anxiety and depression, it's like a coping mechanism to talk this way and be okay with these things, as opposed to like I say these to you, you're like, no, don't say any of that.
No, for me, it's not don't say any of it. For me, it's like I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. And it's like I think about, no, because I see what you're saying. Because like to you, you're like, there's no point of me living. And for me, it would be like, no, for me, there is a point, because I think about eternal life. And I'm like, for me, my motivation wouldn't even be my kids. It would be the fact that God wants me to still be here. Does that make sense? Or even myself. It would just that I do have that motivation. So it's not like me saying like don't say that. It's more like, no, I'm just gonna pray for you to eventually have that like will of being. You know what I'm saying?
I think my thing is I'm so like, God already knows the type of person that I am, and I try my best to do things right, and obviously like live.
Saludcito, Taide.
I don't know, like I don't really, like I said, I've never read the Bible or whatever, but I try to live my life the best possible way. And if I'm saved, then I'm saved, and if I'm not, then it's okay. Like I'm not really. I used to really worry about that a lot, but now I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's in your hands. You know, to my heart, the type of person that I am, and if you choose that, you know, unfortunately, like I didn't make it, then that's fine too. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying, but I'm still like, I still have faith for you.
you know, every time that I tell you some things, and when I tell you that I'm okay, I'm still gonna pray that you find the love of your life. Like, in a way, it doesn't piss me off, but it just makes me laugh so much, because I'm like, Leslie, you don't get the point. Like, that's not the point.
I know that it does piss you off.
It does.
I know it does, actually. But I'm still like, here go again.
You know what it's giving? It's giving like, I guess it triggers something in me where I'm not a person that like hates religion. Absolutely not. Like I believe in God, but it's giving the same
I hate religion.
Well, okay, but you know what I mean. The point, it's giving like, you know,
I don't like it.
And it's giving like when gay people used to come out, and it's like, no, like I pray that you get well soon. Like it's just like, you know, it's not natural. That's what it gives when like I say something and you're like, but anyways, like I pray anyways that you find it. You know what I mean? Like that. Or like if I tell somebody I don't want to have kids, you may say, you'll change your mind one day. That's the kind of energy that gives me.
This is talking about you delighting yourself. Oh. I love you.
I can do whatever I want.
I know you can, and you have free will. But for me and how I see it, just how I'm saying, like you see it a certain way with like taking medication. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then for me, I see it's like my medication is Jesus, and for you, you're like, no, but I'm gonna keep taking it, and I hope if you get a headache, I hope you take pills, because I know that's a relief for me. Does that make sense? And that's what you would want from me. You don't want me to suffer, right? You want me to take the medication and the pills. And it's the same way for me. It's like in my reality.
Oh, but not about that. I'm talking about like
no, but that's what I'm saying. And I'm comparing it. In my reality, my relief is Jesus, and because I see it, and it's a freedom that I experience, just how you experience the freedom through like the medication. You would want to share that with somebody that's going through something. It's like, but they don't want to take the medication because they're prideful, right? You would recommend the medication to them?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's like I experienced something that is like a freedom to me, and I would want you to experience it. Does that make sense on why I would say it?
Yes.
But it never, and that's why I pointed out how like we can be different, but yet we can still agree to disagree. And I think that's the whole point. When God says love your neighbor, it's literally, I'm not here to judge you. Like whatever sins I commit, I'm gonna deal with them alone. Does that make sense? Like just how everybody does. But I see what you're saying, where it can come off as like
like I know you don't mean it that way. Yeah. Just like,
and that's why we've stayed friends, because you know how I am and I know how you are, but we have that like, I guess, the boundary of knowing.
I don't think it's I don't know what it's called, but I don't think it's a boundary. Yeah.
It's like knowing, if you know that you're gonna see me, you know you're gonna hear Jesus.
Absolutely.
If I know I'm gonna see you, I know you're gonna talk to me about like you partying or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what do I give party girl? Is that all you think about me?
No, I think.
Damn it, I need to do better.
Party, work, business, and I feel like you just want to like live every day, day by day, and you don't think about it too much. That's not bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I think about when I think about seeing you.
Oh, okay.
Also, pressure.
Pressure. What?
Pressure, yes. When you're like the friend that's like for example, right now with Danny.
Oh, peer pressure.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do it with love.
I know, and that's me too. When I talk to you about like God and when I talk to you about Jesus and what I've learned, I do it with love because it's helped me.
No, but I do like hanging out with you because you're the only person that talks to me about God.
Yeah.
Which is that's a little bit sad, but like, I don't know how to explain it, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because God, it's not like a normal conversation that I have with anybody, but with you, it's just so like, that's part of who you are. So you just openly talk about it. And I do like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, and it's not I never want it to come out in a judgmental way at all. And that's why I say whatever tickles your pickle, you know, I love you and I'm here to just love you. It doesn't matter what you do or what I do. What matters is that what we're called to do, which is just love each other. You know, that's it. That's literally it. And to me, I'm also called, and I say me because how you say you've never read the Bible.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, I read the Bible, and to me, my calling is just to share His word, but in a way where it's like, oh, you're going to hell if you don't do this. Not at all. Like, at all. I'm just sharing my experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. That's
it's on my bucket list to read the Bible.
Yeah.
Have you read it, Miss I?
Brandon?
Have you read the Bible?
I have not yet. I've only read parts, but not like enough to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, when I said like I do hate religion, it's not that I hate religion. I don't like religion because religion and relationship with God is two separate things. And unfortunately, religion itself has pushed people away from God, from having that relationship with God. Because let's go back to how it actually was. And I know you know some things because obviously like how you were raised, it's Jehovah's Witness, right? How you were raised, like I know they like talk about it, but religion, that's what Jesus literally came to like remove, you know. He came to remove how the Jews would set apart people from even going to the temple. Like if you were bleeding, you were on your period, you weren't even allowed to go to the temple.
Oh my God, wait, talking about that. Not talking about that, but that made me think about, did you know that what's happening with women in Afghanistan? They just lost all of their rights. Like women can't go outside without a male figure. They can't speak in public. They're like fully covered. They can't go to school past 6th grade anymore. They can't go to the doctor unless they go with like a male figure.
Where was that at? Because it was those same laws were something in some other place in Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah, so that's what it is. But it wasn't as bad. But now they just passed all of that. So basically, like
just
women
in Afghanistan?
I think so.
That's sad.
That women have absolutely no rights and they can't do anything without a male figure. And I was like,
yeah, and that's literally,
and
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're using it because it's part of like their religion.
Dude, Jesus literally came to remove that. And he was sitting with the prostitutes. He was sitting and dining with the debt collectors. He was sitting with the sinner, you know, as a sinless man. And the whole point to that is that all the Pharisees, which were kind of like the priests, in a way, pastors, in a way, like leaders of the church, of the Jewish religion, they all had like all these rules that you had to do this, and that. And that loses the freedom of will that God originally gave us. And that loses that love. So then it pushes people away. And then it makes people feel like, oh, then it's really hard to be saved. So might as well live my life how it is. Like, it doesn't even matter anymore. And that's not what Jesus wants from it. And that's why he came. He came to teach us that, that it's not your works that saves you. It's my blood. It's me dying on the cross. But you having a relationship with me, opening up the Bible, it's like having any friendship. Like, for example, our friendship, right? Any friendship. Any friendship works how? Because I put time to know about you, and you put time to know about me, to me go visit you, or the other way around. It's not about like, okay, I already know this about Les. Let me stop calling her and asking her how she's doing because she already told me last time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to constantly be in relationship and be in conversation and know more and more about each other. And when it becomes religious, it becomes more of a like, oh, these are rules, and it's really hard for me to maintain these rules because as human beings, we're all sinners. We're never going to be perfect.
Speak for yourself. I'm literally perfect.
Okay. and so that kind of pushes and scares people away. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's not what God wants us to do at all. He does not want that. Like, Jesus died on the cross for us to be able to live that freedom, that life, that we can be saved, even if we're so unrighteous, we never fall too far from him. And there is always there always will be hope, and that's with him. But again, we don't know that if we don't get to know him and have that relationship with him. Like, how am I supposed to know about you if I don't ask you?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, religion versus relationship is so completely different. And people fall into the religion part very often, where it's like, I go to church every Sunday, but are you truly Christ-like, And a lot of the times it's not. Me, for example, I don't go to church every Sunday. I want to go to church every Sunday because that's just a relationship that I have with him. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be saved, But I should go to church, not because of me being saved. It's not transactional, because then it turns into transactional relationship, where it's like, I'm only doing this because you have something to give me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I want, like, when I do it, it's because I want to, and I still want to. It's just I'm working through that, guys. I'm working through that.
I'm just a girl.
One day it'll happen where I go every Sunday. But yeah, that's the whole spiel with the relationship versus a religion.
Why do you always say that? Now I have to think back. Like, I imagine ourselves rewinding our conversation to get to how we got there.
I don't know. Why can't we just have a fun conversation, Blue?
I'm sorry.
We're almost done. Does your mom cook now that you're with her? How do you love that?
I love that.
What does she cook now?
She just cooks her normal, regular food, and I love it.
Is it like Mexican food?
Yeah. She just made, what did she make? It's like a sopa fria, kind of. Well, it's like chicken and vegetables. You put them on tostadas. And I don't really know what it's called. But it's a known Mexican dish. She made sopa. The other day she made, I think, trocitos de puerco and like chile de árbol and chile pasilla.
You still eat pork?
I can't eat pork.
No, I was just saying, because you know how like some people went through all that like healthy trendy thing where it's like, oh, I don't eat milk. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, I don't eat pork, or like things like that.
I don't drink milk, but it's not health-wise. I just don't crave milk. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I actually can eat pork. Like I can like eat it if it's nothing else. But I kind of try not to. It's just a thought about how pigs don't sweat. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, ugh. Like,
honestly, it's probably healthier. But I did realize.
But it's still pepperoni.
I did realize that we do eat a lot of pork.
In your household? Yeah, I think most Hispanics do.
Yeah.
Even when they use like manteca and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I started thinking about it more and more, and I'm like, that's true, because pigs don't sweat. 1, 2. Look at what they eat.
Yeah.
They eat literally all the garbage, and then also, you know when Jesus would do the what is that called? Where there was demons.
No. How?
People get possessed.
Yeah.
You know what? When they take them out. Damn it. Damage. What is it called?
Exorcism?
When he would do those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if they're called like that when he would do them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he would cast them into pigs.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, he would cast them into pigs. So I'm like, I think there's a reason why people don't eat pork.
Honestly, yeah.
Because it was like, pig is like the most, like it's not, because of like what they eat and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her. It's just they don't sweat, and then what they eat is like literally just trash, literally. I think they say the same thing. Go ahead.
You know people that kill other people, they use pigs to get rid of the bodies?
They eat them. That's what I'm saying, what they eat. And some pigs eat each other.
Mm-hmm. I think, don't quote me on it, said that what pigs are closer to the human anatomy or something like that, like the taste.
That's gross.
Yeah. There's also a conspiracy theory that like McDonald's and stuff like that were eating humans.
That's disgusting.
So don't eat it.
Like, for example, like when you boycott something, like a company or something, do you boycott like all of them?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, like say like we boycott, like, well, it was Starbucks, right? For Palestine?
Mm-hmm.
Then does it give you anxiety knowing like everything else that you use also is bad? Like
yes.
they also do bad like things. And if you really go through the rabbit hole, like
Oh yeah.
you're kind of left naked.
Mm-hmm.
Does that give you anxiety? Or do you even allow yourself to go through that rabbit hole? Or do you kind of just like choose what you boycott? Or how does that go?
I guess I don't understand your question.
Like, okay, for example, like how you don't use ChatGPT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you also like try to stay away from microwaves is what I'm saying.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
do you?
Well, I do go through the rabbit holes. Like, for example, it's like I try with everything is that I try the best that I can. I know literally, like for example, like microplastics. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you shouldn't drink out of plastic water bottles. This has microplastics, but literally everything at this point has microplastics. Yeah. So the thing that I just do the best that I can. You know, even with like polluting. Like for example, my mom has a whole bunch of like disposable plates, and I'm like, we can't be using these. Like, yes, it's annoying to have to wash dishes, and I need to get better at it. But like, you know, it's like I try the best that I can. Even with like this whole Palestine thing. Like for example, like it includes like a whole bunch of things. So McDonald's, Starbucks. I didn't really drink Starbucks anyways, but like Target and unfortunately like Walmart, like there's so many big things. So I try, but there are things that like, unfortunately you don't have to go to Walmart and get, you know what I mean? Or you know what I've been trying so hard to do is to stop using Amazon, but I haven't had the time to.
What are they bad for?
Well, just everything. It's
like what?
It's
I haven't looked into it.
Who's the fucking owner of Amazon? Who's it called?
Jeff Bezos.
So it's just the fact that Jeff Bezos is super rich and everything goes through Amazon now. You know what I mean? Like you can't, like, you know, when you go to in the internet and you're like, oh, let's buy something online, the first thing that you think of is Amazon. So there's so many other ways and places that does not create overconsumption. And yes, Amazon is very convenient, but I also like, it's like supporting a business that I don't support. You know, I don't like the person that's behind it and I don't want to give him my money. I still do in many other ways, but like I just order so much from Amazon that I'm like, I don't want to, you know?
So have you found anywhere else?
Well, I haven't been able to take the time to like all my supplies for work, everything comes from Amazon. So I can't get everything from one site. So I need to create kind of like a spreadsheet for myself where this is where I get this is where I get this, see how long it actually takes to get to me. Because Amazon's 1-2 days. And it comes back to like, I've been so used to this convenience and this overconsumption and like our what's it called? Our attention spans are super short because of TikTok, that if shipping takes 7 days, I'm like, that's way too fucking long. I'm just going to go to Amazon. You know what I mean? So ordering ahead of time and blah, blah, blah. I do also end up supporting other businesses that might be smaller or whatever, you know, but as long I'm not giving my money to Jeff Bezos. So there's things that I try to do. I'm still ordering from Amazon right now, but it's in my, I need to get it done. That way it's just
like a goal of yours.
Yeah, for me to do the best that I can.
Do you think that you're more against like who it is versus like the company itself being big?
It's because there's really no way around it. Like all the big companies are owned. It's like a pyramid, you know what I mean? So you can't really escape all of it. I just kind of...
Yeah, but like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, for example, like maybe it's not that it's big, like maybe it's not that, because like you want people to be successful, right? But it's maybe like the principles of the person behind it and what they're doing with that money and what maybe even social media is allowing us to see what they're doing with the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because before, like, I didn't have a problem with Starbucks at all. Like, I didn't even care about Starbucks, but then the whole Palestine thing happened where they were donating to Israel and donating to basically all these things that I don't support, that I'm like, oh, now, like, I don't want to support you. Like, what kind of company are you? You know what I mean? It's like that, yeah.
Yeah, because I think like we can get into very much big rabbit holes when it comes to the evil going on in the world versus like what can we intake and what we can't intake, because I think at that point we would just kind of be naked.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And
so you can't really avoid every evil, but you know.
You gotta try your best. It's the same thing as being a sinner. Like we'll never not be sinners. You just gotta try your best.
Yeah.
I'm doing the best with what I got.
Like for example, like Google automatically uses AI with every search, unless you put like, you do your search and you put -AI. There's this other website called Ecosia that you can set it as your default browser, and every time you do a search, it like plants a tree. And it uses, I think it can use AI, but it's a different type of AI going on for forever before even AI happened. It's just it's kind of like Google Chrome. You know how there's Google Chrome and Safari? It's just a different search engine that gets rid of a lot of the AI responses or Google searches that come up with Google. So I switched it on this phone. So I'm like, you know, I try to do things that I can.
Yeah, because even that, like, how do we know that's real? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just never will know. We don't know if like what they're saying about Jeff Bezos is real. We don't know what they're saying about that other website is real. Like, we just will never know. We will never know. We just gotta try our best. First of all, why is there 42,000 different Christian denominations? Like, can we just agree that Jesus died for our sins and he loves us so much? Like, why is there so many differences? But I think, again, that goes into the play of, like, different religions. Yeah. Is that the religious aspect of it is what creates, like...
Talking about that, you know, we can buy a church and create our own religion, I guess, and not pay taxes.
Yeah.
We should do that.
I don't know how I can do that, girl.
I mean, we could just build a safe space and be like, God just loves you. You can just come here and hang out.
I don't think, like, for me, I know, like, in your head, you're like, girl, here you go again, like, thinking about it too deep. Again. But honestly, in my head, I'm just dirt.
What does that even mean, Leslie? What does that have to do with anything?
Because even me making this podcast, right? I want everybody to know, like, don't learn from me. Like, I can't teach. Who am I to teach? Like, I don't know anything. I'm literally learning as I go. And I'm just...
But we're not going to teach people. We're just going to create a safe space for people to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your idea behind it?
Avoid taxes.
See, that's your heart posture, and I don't think that's what we're supposed to do.
Why not? The government takes already so much from us.
Do you think the government's going to hell or heaven?
Hell.
Okay, why would you want to do the same thing?
No, but honestly, God can't be mad. Like, I'm sorry, yes, I am trying to avoid taxes, but I'm also genuinely creating a safe space for people to come. So
I don't know. I think
it's fine.
For me personally, I'm just not in that space. And again, I know you're like, girl, I'm just playing, right?
No, I'm not playing. Like, I want to do that.
But in my head, I've learned that the tongue holds a lot of power. Mm-hmm. And I'm just more careful and cautious of what I say.
But way to make me feel bad.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just trying for myself not to fall into that.
You know, that's what the Kardashians did.
What? They have a church?
They have a church, yeah. So they don't pay taxes.
Do you think they're doing right?
No, but I'm just pointing it out. It was just a fun fact.
Jeez, I did not know that. Yeah. I knew that when Kanye was still with Kim, how like they would do like the whole like...
That eye is watering. Does that matter?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a fan. Oh, like to retention? No.
Okay.
Dude, people that read the Bible know what real gossip is.
Why?
Honestly, I mean, it's not gossip, but it's like gospel gossip, if that makes any sense. Because, dude, do you know how much tea is in the Bible? No. Genuinely. Okay, let me just tell you a quick story that's in the Bible, okay? Mm-hmm. So there's Abraham, which Abraham is who God made his covenant with, and with like the rest of his like descendants or whatever. Mm-hmm. Then Abraham has a brother named Lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, Abraham's brother lives in this city. I forgot what the city was called, but this city is like very sinful, like very like evil, like just very, very bad. Mm-hmm. So what God does is that he wants to get rid of this city. Mm-hmm. And he tells Abraham about it. And Abraham tells him like, no, wait, like my brother's there basically. And he's like, would you give me a chance to change people's mind? And would you like spare them basically? And God was like, because you're righteous, I will. So then Abraham tries to go, and I'm butchering this. Again, open up your own Bible. Abraham tries to like, I believe, go and like change people's mind and have them righteous, and it just does not work out. Point is that he's able to spare. God says, "Okay, I'll still spare your brother." Mm-hmm. So these three men, which I think are angels, they end up going to the brother's house, and he tells them like, "Okay, you got to leave this day. Take your wife, take your daughters, but don't look back." All right. Mm-hmm. So then he's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Day happens. The brother Lot grabs his wife, his two daughters, and they start heading out. Well, the wife looks back, and then she's turned into a pillar of salt because she turns back, right? She was told not to look back, and she looks back. That's a whole point of its own, which I'm not going to get into, but if you know, you know. Then... now it's just Lot and his two daughters, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're in like kind of like a cave in a way, I think. But they're somewhere where it's just them, and they have to stay there. I think they're scared of going out after everything that just happened. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then this part I know is right. Well, back then, as you know, women, it was for them, their blessing was bearing a child and giving birth, becoming a mother. That was a blessing to them, and that's what all women looked forward to. Well, these girls were like, well, we're kind of stuck in this place. We can't leave. They felt like they'll never find true love. What do? They raped their father. Yes. They said, okay, let's get my dad drunk. And one night, one of them rapes him, conceives. Then the next night, the other one does it. And rapes gets their dad drunk, and then has them. Yeah.
Girl, what the
Talk
heck?
about tea. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, and this is just one story. There's so many other stories that are like, excuse me? Like,
And then?
jaw-dropping.
And then?
Well, then they were pregnant.
And their dad didn't like say y'all are messed up or something?
I don't know the details of the afterwards. Get into the Bible. Hey, stay tuned.
You stay tuned.
If you want to know what open up the Bible.
Damn. That's how you get them.
No, but genuinely, talk about tea. There's so much tea in the Bible. Like, so much tea in the Bible. You guys want some reality TV?
That's some true reality TV.
That's
right
a
there.
true reality right there, baby. But yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy. I just remember the part about her turning into salt.
Yeah.
That's the only part I ever remember of that story.
Yeah, she turned into salt. Did you know that where the Bible indicates that it happened, there's still like a rock. It looks like kind of like a rock. And it's a form of a human.
No.
Yeah. It's kind of like misshaped, right? But it's like there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Where?
I don't know. Open the Bible, girl.
Let's go see. Yeah, Leslie.
I really don't know where. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to end it there. I'm going to show the after picture. We're going to do like maybe probably like a picture here. I am really grateful that you're still watching. This is probably going to be the second. Is this going to be the second episode that we're gonna post? So hopefully you guys watched it. You guys liked it. Let me know if you want to get lashed. Write down in the comments. I'm gonna put Blue's social. I'm gonna put Misai's social. I'm gonna put my social. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, turn on your notifications, share, send this to somebody that if you just want to watch while you're cleaning, you're working out, you're in the car, but open up your Bible because don't get any of the information from me, guys. Like, deadass. Again, I'm dirt. I'm just dirt. Okay, that should be the name of like, hey guys. No, you know how like they have like my followers like the names. You guys are my dirt. If you know, okay? If you know, you know. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next promise. Love you guys.